filming season 3, right? Mm-hmm. We're in the very beginning of filming season 3. Like the very, very beginning. Child, I just remember waking up one Saturday and I open my Instagram and I see you done put chasing DC, chasing Miami, chasing New York, chasing this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I then look in my email and it's like, I basically have been let go.
But I had been told you about it. After I did it, I told you about it. I called you on the phone. We talked on FaceTime about it. We talked.
And what did I say to you?
Even before you seen the chasing DC, chasing this, chasing that, you was like, sister girl, you going too far. You was like, sister, I don't think it's a good look. You was like, girl, you shouldn't do that, sister. So you were always the voice of reasoning.
What happened?
And I kept on saying, girl, fuck them. Bitch.
What happened that made you basically, as we dubbed it, take the LLC, like take the name? So, what happened?
Kevon was venting to me about a lot of bullshit that Dario was doing. Mm-hmm. He was venting to me about a lot of bullshit Dario was doing.
Because you and Kevon was around each other a lot.
And I don't forget, I always felt like Dario was the villain. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I felt like this is a bitch that's coming in trying to take what he worked hard for, what he's trying to build and stuff like that. So I was like, oh no, but before I even did it, I sat on the phone with Kevon and told Kevon I was going to do it.
Wait, I never knew this part.
Yes, because you got to think about it though, because don't forget, when I did all those LLCs, I added Kevon and the name at the bottom. So Dario and them was still in there. I was over the LLC, but they were still like the presidents and the organizers within all that. Kevon knew that I was going to do it because I told Kevon. And I did that to protect Kevon because that's when they were trying to hire Ressie G. And I felt like Dario and Ressie G had a little shawant going on and they were trying to move Kevon out of the situation. So I did that to protect Kevon. Girl, when I did that, Dario, girl, it was World War III with her.
I never knew Kevon knew you did it.
Mm-hmm. I told him. I spoke to him and told him I was going to do it. He didn't have the money to do it. He didn't have the money to do the filing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do it.
I never knew that. I just found that out just right now. Okay, so Gaurdini calls me. He says he called. I don't remember, but I'm not going to deny. I don't remember that part. And he says like I was denied, telling him it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Bitch, I just remember getting the email that said, girl, I have been let go. And I didn't understand. I was like,
we both got an email because you was associated with me. So we both got an email. We talked about the email together on the phone. And girl, my exact words to you was, girl, fuck them.
You did say that.
You came to the show as a content creator. Bitch, you already working with T.S. Madison. You're the best videographer, better than motherfucking Dario. Girl, we don't need them hoes. Bitch, I already have the LLC. I've already trademarked everything. Bitch, we could take this shit, bitch, and make it ours.
You did say that.
Yo scary ass talking about no, sister. I hang up off the phone with you, girl. You go back and me, go reach out to Dario, and I'm saying I don't have nothing to do with that. Whatever Gaurdini got going on, that's on him. I already told him I don't agree with what he done did. It's bad, it's malicious, and and I just want to get on and do my project.
Okay, so all of that is true, and here is my standpoint. I was not involved in the decision making of executing this order of let's protect the LLC for Kevon's best interest. I was never involved in this. So in my brain, okay, if I wasn't involved in the onset, why I got to be involved in now all of the fallout? Like, bitch, I never agreed to none of this shit.
But how I feel was that, girl, if they respected you at that moment and knew what the fuck you had to bring, they would have never fired you, regardless of who you're associated with.
Now, looking back on it, oh my God. Now, looking back on it, and again, we are 5 years removed from this. And all of us have grown up. All of us have matured. We've all learned. Honestly, we will all, like you said earlier, we were all just a bunch of kids, trying to figure out, and that we finally did. And Dario's like a brother to me.
Because don't forget, no shade on Dario, but girl, look what you did with Twixt in the mix. Look what you did with your Mexico trip. Look what you did with all your music videos. Don't forget, when I told you to join Chasing Atlanta because of that black and white music video that was on your Instagram, bitch, that I felt like was everything. It was a black and white video that you had, and there was boxes coming out of everything. So I already knew what the talent can give. So it wasn't like you didn't have it and you didn't know what to do. So to create your own show and what you have now, the YouTube, the commercials, the all that, I been knew that you can do these type of things. You were just lazy as fuck.
You think I was lazy?
Yes, girl, it took you a long time. You would like do things that'll be complete, and you're so anal about certain situations. You're a perfectionist, so you don't like it. It'll take you 2 weeks, and you'll be like, "Oh, I gotta do something else. I gotta let me add something else to it." You would just never complete the project. You know what I'm saying? Remember that one song that I love that you were singing? It sounded like Janet Jackson. I kept on telling you to be a singer, and you was like, "No, but I like rapping." And I kept on saying, "Sister, please put this out." When I heard you singing, and I was like, "Girl, please put this out." Girl, now you doing singing tracks.
What you trying to say, bitch? Okay, and so for me, my standpoint was it wasn't so much of me not supporting my friend. I just felt like, one, if my friend wanted me to support them, I should have been involved in, I should have had a choice to say, yes, I'm gonna ride with you before the car had already pulled off. Like, from my perspective, and I still stand on this, like, bitch, you had already blew up the bank and was like, bitch, drive. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? You know? Mm-hmm. I never understood anything about Ressie G or the Kevon of it. I'm just finding this shit out today. Like, I never understood the backstory. All I saw and what I felt the world saw was Gaurdini then got upset, and now he trying to take the LLC. Like, and it's caused all of this online conversation and all this shit. And for me, I'm just getting here. Like, I'm just getting here. People are just now getting to know me. This is not, it's one thing if I had authored it and was full support of it and doing it, but I'm like, bitch, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And the way he went about it, I wouldn't have gone about it that way. And so, echoing what you said earlier, I called them. I was like, well, nobody even asked me like if I knew about this or if I whatever. And I remember it was on the phone, it was in Dario, it was Jennifer. It was Jennifer, and I believe it was in Dario, Jennifer, I think Mark at the time, Mark Williams, and Curie were all on the phone, like a little panel. And I was like, y'all, I didn't know anything about what Gaurdini had going on. Like, I didn't know anything about this. And they were like, well, we thought you did. I was like, bitch, I didn't know. And like, I don't know anything about this. Can I have my contract back? Because in my brain, yes, bitch, I'm trying to get my career off the ground. You know, I'm trying to do my bobs, you know, like, yeah, if I'm gonna get fired, let me get fired over some shit I did, bitch. I didn't do this.
I understand that. And this is what I said about the clout chasing thing. Remember I made that whole clout chasing thing with the smiley face and stuff like that? Because I feel like it was a clout chasing move. Mm-hmm. Like, you my girl, so you supposed to support me the same way I support you. If you're wrong, right, or indifferent, I'm gonna hold you down 10 toes down. And the reason I say that is, girl, at that moment, imagine if I owned all these people LLC and I had a fierce bitch like you who's the best editor bitch that we know, better than on Dario. Where the fuck a Chasing Atlanta? Where the fuck a Chasing Atlanta would be? Okay, it would be no Chasing Atlanta.
You had another show. Did you created a show that had the wand on it? Wasn't it? What was that show that you had that never? I don't think it ever came out. You had the wand was on another show. It was like Gentlemen.
It was. I remember what it was. It wasn't my show, but I was helping them out. That show with whatchamacallit, when they was doing another Chasing Atlanta, they had a really good production. They had the budget.
Yeah, they had the budget.
And I was assisting them with that.
And it was called Gentlemen. It was something I can't remember. Okay, in hindsight, looking back on it, if you would have came to me like, sister, do you want to do this with me? I still would have told you no. Like, I don't want to take somebody else's thing because I don't want anybody coming to fuck with my shit. I really
feel like at that moment, sister, you didn't have no money. You was just losing your job. You was trying to make it. You want to start. I was
trying to make it.
You want to start.
I never want to start him.
No, what I'm saying, stardom is that, girl, no shit, let's keep it a bug, girl. You've been doing your YouTube for a long time, putting out your music, and it wasn't really pushing the way you know that you wanted it to push.
Yeah.
And correct. Like you said, Chasing Atlanta was the gay thing to do. Like, if you're a gay person and you want to be a gay celebrity, that's the thing to do. And girl, at the end of the moment, you was like, girl, yeah, you my sister, but girl, my career comes first.
Yeah. 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 Now, if it would have been like, if we would have had this conversation and you'd been like, girl, I want to do my own thing, I would have told you back then, I'm still not gonna take these people's shit, but let's create our own thing. Let's create a whole nother idea. Let's actually make our storyline be, bitch, how we creating the show, and we gonna promote our show on they shit. You know what I'm saying?
I want a dumb people thing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I want a dumb people thing. I want a dumb people thing for me being a convicted felon. I want a dumb people thing for them trying me, not sending me no money on my commissary. I want a dumb people thing from the sneaky shit that they was doing on the back end. I want my people thing for them trying me, bitch, making J-Lon feel like she was the motherfucking star girl, and I was investing so much time, money to make sure that this shit was like solidified within social media. So yeah, I wanted them people thing.
And so you get removed from the franchise, and Oliver.
But you know that was nothing but Ressie because she couldn't take me. You know, a lot of fat bitches don't like other fat bitches. And bringing her ass in, girl, she was trying to shoot me up out of there because a lot of decisions and ideas that she was having, I had been told on Dario, but because they were so cool, it was like, girl, this lady trying to take over. You get what I'm saying? And plus I was cool with Kevon. So in reality, to dummy down Kevon and make him feel weak and make him feel alone, they had to get rid of me. Because I was his power. There ain't nothing they could say, bitch. If I tell Kevon, girl, we're doing confessions that this, and girl, I need 2-3 extra hours, I would make Dario stay an extra hour and do, and Kevon cook, and you know, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You so funny.
Yeah, it was a big thing. So they had to get rid of me. When they got rid of me, I was really heated, bitch. That's when I was really out for war.
Oh, bitch, they got rid of you and they kept me.
They kept you. Clout chasing ass.
They kept me. You know, some people say clout chasing, but I honestly think anybody in my situation would have protected their career. You know, like honestly, like if you and I had been in agreement and like we was doing it, like bitch, I would have wrote with you 10 toes down. But just like everybody else, it had caught me off guard.
I don't really believe you would have. You're more of a person that, and it's fucked up because you.
No, I said if I knew about it and I had agreed to it, yes, I would have wrote with you.
You wasn't gonna agree because.
Oh no, I was never gonna agree to that.
When it comes to you, you're so like, let me see the foundation. What's the blueprint? You don't go off of impulse. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of fucked up. It got to be a strategy. It got to be a da-da-da. Sometimes you got to step out on faith. You got to do something impulsive. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like you did the T.S. Madison, like I said again, with the whole recording thing, you said, fuck my job, bitch, I'm not going back to work. That was off of impulse. And then look how it worked out for you years later. So that had really hurt my feelings because I feel like, girl, I was riding for my friend when they said they didn't want you. They literally said they didn't want you. Kevon didn't see it for you. Dario agreed with her because that was her girlfriend.
No. And all the things that you're saying that Dario has confirmed me, that was like, girl, we were never going to ask you.
I'm riding for my bitch, and I'm telling y'all she's going to be on here. And then, girl, now that it's time for me to leave, and I'm telling my bitch, girl, pack your shit, let's go, Twixt.
What you said?
It's giving very much so. Now it's the dead end. And I'm like, girl, pack your shit, Twixt, let's go. You was like, sister, I ain't going. I'm standing this side.
But let me gag you right quick. So you wanted me to ride for you, but you went back and told them something that I told you in confidence about.
Because I knew they were going to get rid of you, girl, and that was the thing to keep you.
But bitch, I didn't.
I wanted you on there by any means necessary.
So I'm supposed to be okay with that.
I wanted my bitch to be there, girl, but I wasn't taking no for an answer. And Dario was the one that was kept pressed on the issue, saying no, girl, why not?
But I'm saying I'm supposed to be okay with that. I'm asking.
Sister, you know I'm gonna do anything to get my way.
And see, this is why you and I always butt heads. Because when you do it, it's for the greater purpose and whatever. But when I do something, I'm a clout chaser. I ain't supporting my friend and all these other things. Explain that to me.
You didn't support your friend, and you was a clout chaser.
It ain't me.
Because let me tell you why. If you want to really talk about it,
let's talk about it.
Let's keep it above.
Let's keep it above 50.
Me being gone, you became the star.
But the funny thing is, and I tell people this all the time, when I was filming season 3 of Chasing Reality, I won't say nobody on the cast liked me, but like Q liked me. And
you became me. You were boisterous. Your green screens were shady. You from Florida. You gonna tell it like it is.
But even before my green screens, nobody on the cast really liked me. Like everybody.
The same way when I came in for, like you said, season 2, nobody on the cast liked me.
everybody felt like production was favoring me because I was getting all my scenes. And it wasn't so much more that they were favoring me. It's just I came in, I feel like more professional than what most people had come in before. Like, bitch, I had a fucking and what I'm about to say I did this to the very end until season 6. I would write out a calendar of events for like the next 3 months, and I would call production, everybody get on the phone so we don't got to worry about emails, text messages. This is my storyline for the season, and this is what I want to do, and these are the days I want to do it. Y'all take out your calendars.
You was always professional about the situation, and that's what they couldn't take. Like, your outfits was already there. You was always on time. You never went over like green screens, and if they did say they was too busy, girl, you'll do your own green screen and submit it in. Now, one thing you did get a little favoritism because a lot of things that you were supposed to do, you were sending in. And ain't nobody else had perfect camera. Ain't nobody else had perfect lighting.
No, I did my green screens the same place y'all did at Kevon's place.
A lot of your episodes and scenes and stuff like that, like the things that you wanted to add in.
I self-taped.
You self-taped.
Yeah, I did.
That shit that happened at your house that we recorded on the camera with Kendra and all of that outside. We ended up having to send on Dario so she could have for footages and stuff.
Girl, you know I still got that footage.
Oh, okay.
I should put it out. Bitch, we had fun that night in this place. Like we had so much fun. I'm getting ahead of myself. Season 3, the cast did not like me. The majority of the cast did not like me. The only people that fucked with me was Q, like from the very beginning. Troy and I were okay until the very end, and then Lauren and I became cool kind of like once the show started, because like Lauren wasn't really there season 3 like that. Like she was off doing her own thing too. In production told me, they was like, Oliver, we don't know how you're going to, like, they was worried. They was like, bitch, like, and they was going based off.
And then let's talk about the Lauren situation, girl. You being my friend, you know I didn't like this bitch. You know this bitch made me a convicted felon. You know all the things behind the scenes. Girl, you even giving this bitch an opportunity, a chance to be friends with her. You know how we think at home. Bitch, if I don't like her and she don't like me, my friends don't like her either. Girl, it ain't no discussion. But you wanted an opportunity. You wanted to be friends.
It wasn't that. It wasn't so much more I wanted to be friends. It was more so I'm in a space where now I'm learning new dynamics in front of the entire world. And I just wanted to be very careful that nothing I did, I would have to answer for later. And that's something that stayed true with me until the very end of Chasing Atlanta. Like, I'll always, like, possibly sometimes overthought, like, I want to be as fair to everybody. I want to be, you know, like, if I wasn't there to see it, to experience it, like, I don't know what's true. I don't know what came before me.
Honestly, you gave them all a chance. So regardless of pre-notions of what your friend felt, how your friend felt like these some fake ass, weird ass bitches, you wanted to get to know them. You felt like if they wasn't being weird to you, girl, why not give them a chance?
Yeah, honestly.
That's not how it goes, sister.
But that's how it makes sense in my brain. That's honestly how it makes it. Like, I don't know y'all. Shit, bitch, I'm still honestly getting to know you, you know? So, like, I'm just trying to, and already I'm walking in, I got this whole, bitch, it's not even 2 months into me filming, I now got this DeJuan Devon situation. I'm dealing with this. I'm also now dealing with this Gaurdini situation being associated with what the fuck he got going on, right? And now I'm also filming the show. Like, I already walked in with, like, 2 strikes against me already. And so I'm, again, in a place where, like you said, I'm trying to push my career forward. I'm not trying to do nothing that's going to put me into conflict that I'm not creating or trying to bring in. That was one thing if I started it or I'm involved in it, like, you know, the whole Kendra situation, okay, I'll deal with that. But other people's shit, I can't really deal with that, because at the time, bitch, like you said, bitch, I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to make the best of this situation. I'm trying to film my scenes. They don't pay us. They don't give us money for the scenes. Now
nobody was getting paid.
Now,
like I said, them hoes was keeping all the money. So nobody was getting paid. Nobody was getting no stipend. Nobody getting no bonus. Nobody was getting nothing. So we was working for free for these hoes to make sure their brand get up the part where they can live comfortably, but we're not getting nothing. So we're exploiting our lives, bitch. We're giving our story to feel like we're these celebrities when we could walk in and say, oh, we're the chasing this, but girl, we ain't getting a fuck thing.
But see,
hold on one second. So shout out to all y'all new executive producers and all this other bullshit where you guys do get an opportunity to make a check and y'all split y'all shows and do all that. But when people wanted that at that moment, on Dario didn't want to budge. So shout out to all the new entities that has grew from this.
I will say when I signed on, I understood like we wouldn't get paid, but I felt like the platform was like, bitch, like how that is the payment. And like bitch, like my life changed from me being on the show. Like I went from making no money to being booked like every weekend. My merchandise was selling, my music was selling, my views went up like tremendously. People were subscribing, people was buying my merchandise. Like I was making good money. Like off of my merchandise alone, my first month I made over $1,000 just off that. And when people was booking me, bitch, I was getting money. Like, and it wasn't a whole lot of money, but $250 here, $500 here, $1,000 here, $300 there, bitch. And my bills is low, bitch. I'm doing real great. Plus, I'm still doing work for T.S. Madison. I'm doing work for little people here and there, Funky, whoever. Like, I'm trying to start my shit. Production also said, Oliver, we don't know how the people are gonna take you. And I remember being so nervous up until my debut episode. And when I debuted it, that first episode, everybody the next day was like, bitch, who is this Oliver Twixt over here on Chasing Atlanta, shaking it up for the girls? Everybody was gagged. I was gagged.
We gotta keep it a bug, girl. You're a star. Like, their energy is electric, girl. You're always fun. It's high energy. It's a lot of laughter. So especially with that stupid ass laugh. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you always supposed to be a star. So regardless of how they're gonna paint you out to be in the show, you're gonna overcome that. You get what I'm saying? But girl, I'll be honest, girl, I felt like they got rid of me to keep you.
You feel that way for real?
They got rid of me to keep you. Yes, ma'am. They got rid of me to keep you because let's be for real, girl. If I was on that show, regardless how strong-minded you are, sister, and regardless how you say you keep your foot in, girl, I would have made it possible for none of them hosts to like you. It would have been me and you again.
And that's why you had to go.
It would have been me and you against them bitches. Because guess what? Bitches would have never tried you to pull out no motherfucking taser. Bitch. They would have never punked you on a show to make you look like you was weak and scary as fuck.
Even though in that moment I was so mad I didn't fight. Because it wasn't so much that I was afraid to fight, and if you watch season 6 later, like, bitch, I'll hit you, and people who know me before Chasing, the people who know me personally in my personal life, I'm talking about my personal life, and I love that nobody on the internet can really picture this. Eddie was a mess. Like, Eddie used to fight, and I used to fight. I used to key cars. I used to bleach clothes. I used to tear up computers. I used to hit people's sons in their face first. And it wasn't until I had to give one of my exes $800. He said, bitch, if you either gonna pay to fix my car or I'm gonna press charges on you. And I had to pay him $800. And I remember them $800, and I was still in college. And I said, oh baby, I can't do this no more. This costs too much. I can't. And so my game plan walking and Chasing Reality was, I didn't want to be like how everybody else was. Like, I wanted the viewing audience to take me serious. And so in that moment, when he pulled out the taser and mushed me, I was like, I want to hit him. And I want to call everybody from Broward County, Pompano, and Miami-Dade to come swarm and cover this house.
And do this bitch.
However, that's what Eddie want to do. But Oliver Twixt he don't need Eddie messing this up. And I just remember the comments. Like, of course, there were people who didn't like him, like, oh, he should have fought. But I remember the fact that I did not fight him helped my career out at that time so much. It helped me out so much. And that's honestly one of the best decisions still to this day I ever made, was not fighting my first season. Now that, season 3, season 4, season 5, I didn't establish a rapport with y'all. And then, with season 6, when she finally decided to, do what she had to do, it's different because I've already established.
So I have a question for you. What changed?
Honestly, besides the fact that why I fought, to me, was just utter disrespect. And I felt like if I would have let that slide, that just was, to me,
you would have looked pussy.
Yeah, that would have been like somebody spitting on me, in my personal opinion. But also too, like, by the time of season 6, which I was already solidified, like, I'm solidified over here on Chasing Reality. I've already done all these things on Hulu and Netflix and WeTV and the clients and going viral. Like, I've already done all that. People already know my character, so if they know that if I'm hitting somebody, something didn't happen. That's what the change was. You're okay. Going back to season 3, you're off the show, right?
Mm.
How did you get back on the show season 3? What happened?
Which one? Season 3?
Yes, because you came back after we came back from Miami. You was back. Because remember, me, and Q filmed that scene where they cut out a lot of stuff.
I don't really remember. I think it was Kevon. Kevon wanted me back. And remember, it was his show. I'm gonna stress that. It was his show. In my mind, it was his show, and Dario was the editor.
You don't remember that scene where me and Q came to the apartments where you was at, and you don't remember that? You don't remember us being outside on like this little pool patio thing, and then remember we filmed we filmed us doing like a vision board party that they cut out. They cut all that out.
And I spent a lot of money on that vision board party.
Yes, you did.
I spent a lot of money on that vision board party to make the ambiance, and they didn't even put any of that in there. That's why I feel like it was like favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was a really good scene. It was a lot going on. We were at the pool giving the tease. They used a little bit of the pool to get into it with the whole Sky situation to go back and forth. But all of the highlighted moments that we did, we have
the bonding
that we did. They didn't air none of that bullshit. Because Dario just wanted mess and drama.
Or maybe it just didn't fit in the storyline. I don't know.
No, girl, she wanted mess and drama. And now, girl, looking back now, girl, let's get a little gossip in. Girl, I can't believe, girl, after all that of my motherfucking twin being there for her, supporting her.
What twin?
Girl, my fat Gemini twin.
Who your fat Gemini twin?
Girl, her boyfriend. Girl, I can't believe they broke up.
Oh no, we're not gonna talk about that.
No, we're gonna talk about it.
No, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yes, we is gonna talk about it.
No, we not. No,
well,
we
I'm
not.
gonna talk.
No,
yes,
no, we not. I'm not.
First of all, bitch, let me say something. Ho, you said we can't do a tell-all, bitch, and I'm on the mixed mess. What it is, mixed with the Twix. I'm not on Chasing Atlanta, bitch. I can gossip. I can squeeze the lemons. I can do the juices. I can make lemonade. Bitch, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay? Go ahead.
So
I just wanted to be very clear. I'm not talking about that lady and her relationship.
Yeah, girl. Shout out to my motherfucking twin, bitch. Do your shit, bitch. And karma always comes back and get a bitch. But I know they're gonna be back together. But at the end of the day, it was given very much so, girl. She didn't want me on the show. I came back regardless, and we had a really good time. Like, we filmed a lot of things that I wanted to film. They did not want to film. A lot of ideas I wanted to do, they never had time. It was always, we don't have time, I'm working. And it was always on Dario that was saying, I'm working. And
Dario was working. He was working at I think T-Mobile.
The phone plays. The phone plays. But yes, you're working, but girl, we also have work to do. So we got to deal with y'all filming around Lauren. We got to deal with you always working.
And now all of it.
We didn't get the best version of the brand, if that makes sense.
Now I have a contrary.
You've been there for 6 years.
I have a contrary opinion to that.
Go ahead.
When I feel now, there's some things that I've been privy to, of course, over the years. And as you're not the only person that I'm going to interview, I want to interview everybody and talk about the show. There's a lot of things that I've just been privy to that people have told me that I've just never acted upon or made public that I know this and shit like that. But when Kevon was a part of the show, for me, Kevon was there season 3 and some of season 4. I felt like with Kevon being kind of like the on-set production, like Kevon was the one who was filming and like bringing people to film. You
like how I shook it, girl. Because I feel like they always were so invested in wanting to be in the show. I remember I had threw a little bone and stuff like that where I ended up having to make them come on the show. With the Kevon storyline and who he was trying to have and things like that. I made them hosts have to come from behind. Go ahead.
I feel like when Kevon was a part of the show and like him and Dario were kind of doing it together. Yes, I am an Aquarius, y'all. When him and Dario was doing it together and Kevon was like the one who was mainly responsible for like filming on ground and getting all the camera people, I feel like the show carried a more organic feel. Because I just remember we'll be like, Kevon, like, child, this just has happened. What y'all finna do?
Everything was Kevon.
And Kevon to be like, okay, we finna come film y'all. Can y'all get together tomorrow? Kevon. Or there'll be some days. I remember some days Kevon would come film us day of if shit was going on. Like, and I remember that for me. I'd be like, Kevon, this is going on. You know, I want to, you know, we want to give the organic, the most, you know, real reaction to feel Keon film. And Kevon would come with the little boy that he was dating, and the boy will be filming. Kevon to set up another camera, and then Kevon will be filming. We have 3 scenes, and bitch, they send it to Dario, and the shit make the show. I felt like it felt like more of like an unscripted reality TV show when Kevon was there, and I feel like once Kevon left, and then Dario became in charge of everything, I feel like
let's talk about it. Why did you were there? Why did Kevon leave?
I mean, they've talked about it. Kevon,
I wasn't here, so let's talk about it.
Oh, Kevon said, I think it's in the. If you want to hear from Kevon's mouth, head over to Chasing Reality on the Farewell Live, where Dario and Jamar talk about the show, and Kevon comes up and they talk about why he left. There was just like confusion during that time of season 4 about like his involvement, money, showing up, not showing up, lack of communication.
I feel like I remember before I left, Dario was being real nasty to him. She sent him a text message like pretty much like, girl, fuck you. She changed the password to the YouTube to make it her own. And I don't know if she knew too much tease about Kevon that he didn't want to be out there, or when she ended up venting, we ended up finding out that he ended up owing her money because she sent him money to pay his rent and stuff like that. So she felt like she owned it because he owed her money that came out of the YouTube that she ended up having to take her money out of her paycheck to give to him. But that still doesn't mean that you own the brand. So I'm kind of mad at Kevon that he was weak-minded to even let that shit go, knowing that this is his baby, to even have to create another one. This your shit, bitch. Nobody can put you out. And I done did all that work, spent all them LLCs, did all them trademarks just so you can keep your shit, and you let a bitch and another fat bitch come in and wind you up out of here. Like, let's keep it a bug. Kevon was never supposed to go because this is his shit. Regardless how many times y'all changed the name, regardless how whatever, he built this.
I came on season 3. I don't know shit about who built anything. The house was already up and running when I came. So I don't know who
That's
built
just my perspective. No shade. So I would have never left. And now Dario getting all type of prizes and so of the year. And what about Kevon? Because that's who really started it.
I will say I miss Kevon when he left, you know. I did miss Kevon. I miss Kevon a lot. Like, I was like, damn, Kevon gone.
I'm always going to give that man his kudos. And I'm always going to give Dario her kudos, too. But when you getting on plaques and chasing this or best gay reality, bitch, mention Kevon.
So, I'm not here to defend Dario because she could defend herself. But out of everybody in the whole brand, I've been the most close with Dario since the very beginning. Like, we instantly bonded, and we've always had a relationship behind, you know, us filming that we've always just kept, I would say, private, just because we don't want to whatever. But like, we've always spoke, we've always talked, and it's not even talking about the show. We be talking about, you know, a whole bunch of other shit. That's like my I call him my little big brother because I be telling her what the fuck to do, you know. I feel like all of us, we had come up on like lightning in a bottle, right? Chasing Atlanta was a thing, still is a thing. We were getting all these numbers, we were getting all this recognition, but all of us are still 21, 22. The majority, and Dario, 21, 22, 23. I just think, considering all of the drama of, you know, the Rick Rosa of it all, the Ressie G of it all, the cast of it all, the fans, the bloggers, and remember people like Stone and all them who was doing lives on Facebook, and the other boy.
Girl, you know we on Bigo, and I can't stand her. Girl, she's always want to clout chasing mom with me. Bitch, you used to beg me on Facebook to come do interviews because you used to recap the show about us. But girl, she making it seem like, oh, nobody was never anything. Girl, you used to beg us to come to your Facebook Live because you would talk about us. And we gave you an opportunity to even talk about us on Facebook, to come to your raggedy ass show, bitch, to do recaps about us.
I haven't spoken to Stone in so many years.
Girl, she a fool.
Oh my God.
She a fool, girl. One of her best friends / husbands died. Girl left her, you know, because she was dating her husbands and stuff for military benefits and all that other bullshit.
Bitch, you gonna tell it.
Yeah, 2 people done died, girl. She done killed 2 of them people, girl, for military
benefits. You gonna tell it. One thing about you, but you gonna tell it. You're gonna tell it. Oh my God. Yes, the Norris and Martez show. You remember Norris and Martez? Yeah, but like, it used to, this new chasing shit, you know, like yeah, but like it used to be a whole Wiley ass used to be in the shit. Like it used to be a lot, and I honestly feel like
we're not gonna forget my sister. Shout out to motherfucking Ty.
Oh yes, Ty back then is what TTB is now. Like Ty used to get tens of thousands of views.
The quality, the ambiance, the production.
Yes.
That really started paving the way for the girls to even be able to do interviews and stuff with people, because Ty would invite you to his house, make it comfortable, play games. You know what I'm saying? Before that fuck nigga bitch motherfucking made my sister go crazy.
I feel like, going back to Dario, I really feel like Dario honestly tried his very best. You know, and I feel like there used to be so much conversation, so many side conversations, people not really knowing the truth, people not really knowing like the fullness. Like, I really feel like he tried his very best to protect what he was building and what he felt like he was putting his time and energy in. From me being around Dario very intimately during my whole time on Chasing Reality, I've never seen him, and it's not me taking up for him, I just want to vouch because I would do this for anybody. I've never seen him intentionally set out to do anybody harm. Like I've never seen it. I'm being honest, I've never seen it. Now, have we all in hindsight made poor choices? Have we all made the choices based off information?
She always made you feel like you was the favorite. She always gave you leniency because y'all had something in common, and that was editing. Okay? She knew that you was the best of the best, so girl, she would keep you cute because you knew a lot of intricate things that would make the
She would keep me cute.
Yeah, girl, she never got into it with you.
Oh, me and Dario have argued many a times behind the scenes.
Yeah, arguing, but y'all became real friends. Remember, y'all was having doggy play dates, and she was coming by your house to the park, and y'all two little dogs was running around like this.
But you and Kevon was in the bed. So what's the difference? What's the difference between me and Dario hanging out, going with ice creams with our dogs, and you and Kevon literally being in the bed together? What's the difference, bitch? It's good for you, but when I do it, it's fucked up.
We clearly look like me and my man both got fired. And you became a star, and she became the EP of the motherfucking year.
Oh my God. Okay, so you and I, you get back on the show, and you and I become cool again. Mm-hmm. What do you remember? Because I remember what happened that before the season 3 reunion came, where you and I fell out again. What you remember? What it was? You just said it the other day. Well, today actually.
I don't remember. I think to be honest with you, honestly, how I feel like you tapped into your stardom.
I tapped into my stardom, and what? What happened?
You became a diva.
You think I became a diva? How so?
The show made you a diva.
How so? Tell me.
You were very combative. You wanted to just get your point across. You know what I'm saying? It was like the friendship wasn't there anymore. Girl, you was doing it for the TV and the views and like you wanted to give them a show. And it wasn't the person that I knew. You get what I'm saying? So I was matching energy. It was like, oh, bitch, you want to come for me? Oh, let me show you that girl. I'm the girl. I'm from Florida too. Okay. So, and I'm kind of mad that it went that way, because even when it came to like our dressing room and stuff, and for us to get dressed, it was like, keep Oliver here, keep Rick Rosa there. You know, it was a big thing. It was a big thing. I remember that little blowout a little bit, and I remember we had to do part 2 and stuff like that. It was kind of sad. It was actually kind of sad. It was a lot of back and forth. And then girl, as soon as something about to happen, girl, some ghetto ass bitches start fighting. And girl, they started fighting and stuff. Girl, again, Jaylon and her people ruin the production. And then, girl, we ended up having to do the part 2 to the season 3.
I love that's how you remembered it. I think that's so amazing. I'm gonna chime in what I remember, and this is where the T.S. Madison and the Funky Ninevehs get involved.